Today I thought I would share with you two of my longtime favorite recipes from Jean Carper, an author of dozens of books on food and nutrition. For almost 20 years in the 90s and the aughts, she wrote a column called Eat Smart that was published in the Sunday Insert. The first is a versatile fresh fruit salsa that she paired with a choice of rubs to use on a variety of grilled meats. A real choose-your-own-adventure recipe. First the meat, then the rub, then the salsa. If you like to grill, you can take 2 screenshots for the entire recipe. Pause now for the first part. Pause now for the second one. And don't worry if the salsa part is not very legible. I have the recipe in the description below. You can do this with grilled fish too. I'm also including Jean Carper's fabulous recipe for roasted cauliflower. You will get your money's worth with this video. Each day during the month of February, I will be using the $4.99 Costco rotisserie chicken as a springboard for a wide variety of easy, inexpensive, delicious meals that are generally very healthy. Tune in every day this month for a new recipe. Just like everybody's tossed salad is a little bit different, and every time they make it, it might be a little bit different, the same thing is true of a salsa. This recipe is kind of the embodiment of how I cook. First thing that it calls for is 2 cups of fruit. And then it goes on to list a dozen different fruits. You'll figure out which fruits are your absolute favorites. And for me, I love mangoes, and in the summertime, peaches, melons, grapes, pineapples, even tomato is a fruit, so this could be made with tomato. So any way you want to make it's fine. It has a bell pepper in it. She tells you in the directions, use a fruit that will coordinate in a pretty colorway with whatever fruit. So if you decide to use strawberries, you can use a yellow pepper. So with my mango being kind of a yellow color, I'm going to go with a red bell pepper. Also jalapeno, and it says a small jalapeno. Mine's kind of big, so I'll only use half of it. Onions, green onions, or you could have a red onion and use half a small red onion. Fresh lime juice, or you can use rice vinegar. I'm going to use cilantro. But again, she gives you choices. You can use cilantro or basil or mint or parsley. Be sure to look at all of the options. And the best thing to do is to look at what's in your fridge. Use what's in your fridge. Salt and pepper. And this is going to make our own fruit salsa, which is a little bit different every time. I've chopped up my fruit in small bits. When I am doing salsas, I make the pieces a little bit smaller. Here are my green onions chopped, my half a bell pepper, red for color, my half of my larger jalapeno, my cilantro, and lime juice, and a little bit of salt. It's no more trouble to make a salsa than it is to make a tossed salad. A little bit of fresh ground pepper. Now what I'm going to do is put this in the refrigerator so that the flavors can blend. And before I serve it, I'll taste it again and see if I want any more lime juice or any more salt or anything else, more cilantro, anything to have the flavor that I want. Super way to just take rotisserie chicken, slice it, put something good on top of it. One of the best parts about having a rotisserie chicken is you don't have to spend time on your main dish, so you can spend time on some interesting vegetables. This is one of our favorite recipes, crispy cheese cauliflower, and we're going to make the cheese with a freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and it's going to have in it a half teaspoon of cumin, it's 1/8 teaspoon of chili powder, and salt and pepper to taste. I have a half a head that's been broken into pretty little flowerets, so large heads that may look like a whole head. And then I'm going to dredge that in 2 eggs. So really simple, dredge it in the egg, roll it in the cheese, and put it on a baking sheet that has some olive oil on it. Okay, the recipe says to put on, just spritz on some olive oil. I don't have a spritzer, but I just sprinkle on. A little bit of olive oil. My oven is preheated to 450 degrees. I'm going to roast that for about 15 minutes. Okay, here is the crispy cheese cauliflower already out of the oven. Just takes 15 minutes at 450 degrees. Okay, there is our dinner with our broccoli with a little lemon pepper on it. That might have been better with green beans. I've got 2 cruciferous things that look a lot alike, but you know, that's what I happen to have in the fridge. But definitely a green vegetable. Our cheesy, crispy cheese cauliflower, roasted cauliflower, and our sliced rotisserie chicken with some fresh fruit salsa on it. Healthy, delicious dinner. Smells wonderful. Kirby's showing up too. Anyway, looking forward to dinner tonight. See you next time.